What concerns do we have when it comes to fertilizer heading into the new growing season? Hi, I'm Susan Littlefield with the American Ag Network. Josh Linville joins us with StoneX.
Phosphate pricing. It is incredibly high priced when you look at it versus its own values. It's incredibly high priced when you look at it versus grain values. There's literally nothing about phosphate you can look at and say it's cheap today. And again, a lot of that has been driven globally. China's the world's biggest exporter, and there's five exporters who control most of the marketplace. They normally export 8 to 10 million ton. They will export probably around 4.5 million ton this year, and there's nobody to fill in that supply gap. So they're a big reason why these prices are high. Now, for those that have waited, there has been some signs that Q1 values are coming off from the absolute highs, but we're not talking about a complete reset. We're not talking about this thing falling hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We'll take whatever reset we can, but it's still going to be a very, very high price. Potash is flat, not a whole lot going on there. Anhydrous has been decent. It's been a good run. This winter system they're talking about moving through here just after Thanksgiving, that's probably going to end this. We're probably going to put an early stop to it, and then we'll have to find out just how good it was. But it's been okay. And then we got to start looking to spring. And I don't know, we can hope for some lower prices, but there's still a lot of things we have to watch out for that can trip the thing up.
So let's look towards spring. Obviously, there's a lot that can happen between now and when we start seeing that spring field work get underway. But what are some thoughts that we need to be thinking about when it comes to contacting the local co op or however we go about getting our fertilizer?
My biggest thing on the fertilizer market from a farmer perspective, talking to the retailer, given how tough this is, the financial situation for the farming, the high price of the inputs, the low price of the grains, our natural inclination is I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to my retailer. I don't want to talk to my seed seller, my chemical seller, any of that kind of stuff. That's not the approach we need to take. We need to look at and say we need to talk to them even more than we normally do.
I'm Susan Littlefield reporting.